The future of the world belongs to the youth, and it is from the youth and not from the old that fire of life will warm and enlighten the world. Namaskar, I Divyansh Verma, a NSS volunteer from Government Degree College Sanjoli, on the occasion of National Youth Day, would like to express my views on the challenges faced by youth in India today and highlight some of the measures that can be taken to eradicate these challenges. There is no doubt regarding the fact that youth is indeed the backbone of a nation. And India is blessed to have a good proportion of youth population. Nearly 22% of the total population, that is 261 million people, fall in the age bracket of 18 to 29 years, making India a young nation. Though India is blessed with huge amount of human asset, but the question arises, are we able to capitalize upon this asset? Are we able to harness and channelize the energy of this asset? This indeed is a tough question before India, and the answer remains uncertain. So, it is high time for all of us as a nation to introspect, to understand the challenges that are faced by youth, which restrict them from realizing their full potential. As problem can only be solved if we humbly accept that they exist, and ignorance toward problem can only lead to their augmentation. If we make an honest evaluation, we will find that there exists huge inequality in our country. Some privileged sections are cornering most of the country's wealth and resources, and majority of the population are pushed into deprivation and poverty. And poverty in itself is the mother of all problems. As per C. Rangarajan Committee report, nearly 29.5% of the total population of India lives in absolute poverty condition. This indeed is a great cause of concern for the nation. A poor household is not able to provide adequate nutrition to their young children, which leads to malnourishment. It further hampers their mental and physical development and reduces their capability and productivity, and pulls them into the vicious cycle of poverty and deprivation, which makes the youth a liability on the nation. Another issue pertains to education. Education emancipates a person from social and economic political vulnerabilities. And the quality of education provided in India is neither adequate nor uniform. India even today follows the traditional degree-oriented education curriculum, which is also not available to all equally due to economic and social limitations, plus low expenditure by government on human development resources and education. Even if a person is able to educate himself, get professional education, then also due to lack of the skills, he is not able to prove his worth in acquiring good employability. Because when it comes to employability, the employers search for skills rather than degree, making them unemployable in the global competitive market. And when the young people are not able to meet with their aspiration and desires, then it further augments the problem of stress, anxiety, alienation, and also high rates of suicide among the students. According to NCRB report, nearly 10,000 students commit suicide every year in India, which is a great cause of concern. Youth, in order to deal with stress-related problems, peer pressure and social environment, also get indulged in drug abuse, which not only affect their mental stability, but also physical strength, making them a liability rather than an asset to the nation. Studies have also found that people with weak mental and emotional stability can be easily manipulated, and they get easily indulged in unscrupulous acts like crimes, riots, lynching, molestation, etc., that not only disturb social capital but also peace and stability of the nation. Further, if we take a comprehensive view of challenges faced by youth today in India, we will be able to find that female population that forms 50% of the total population have to face even excess and diverse nature of challenges due to the patriarchal nature of Indian society. Firstly, they are the most vulnerable to malnourishment and minimal education opportunities. and even if they are able to somehow attain higher education, they find themselves in high risk at their workstation. They find themselves to be highly insecure at their workplace. It is also seen that female are married at an early age in India, which not only curtail their education opportunity but their independence too. And in the name of division of labor, women in India suffer from accumulation of labor which is not even acknowledged by the society. Though youth today in India are facing many diverse nature challenges, but the challenges are not inevitable. They can be resolved provided there is high level of commitment among government, civil society, and most importantly the youth themselves to fight and overcome these challenges. The most appropriate way, according to me, by which we can overcome these challenges faced by youth today in India is by following the capability approach given by the Nobel laureate Amartya Sen. This capability approach deals with investment in health, education, employability, and well-being of the youth population, and at the same time strengthening the social capital by imparting moral, ethical, and value-centric wisdom to the youth population. This initiative, in real terms, will make our youth an asset for the nation. In the end, I would like to conclude by the quote of Franklin D. Roosevelt that says, "We cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can always build the youth for the future." Thank you.